This little palm burnisher can be a very useful and incredibly powerful tool. It's used for taking out the ripples that sometimes occur in the crooks and bows of brass and woodwind instruments. Let me show you how to make one. This small piece of stainless steel is going to become a very effective and essential tool for dent working in my shop. The stainless is about an 1/8 inch thick and maybe 3/4 wide and approximately 4 inches. This one's 3 7/8, more or less 4 inches. And those are good dimensions for it to fit in your palm very nicely. You'll notice I've put a little radius on the corners just so I don't gouge anything when I'm using it. And I've also just kind of taken a little bit of a radius along the edges, just knock the corners off. So the next step will be to take this piece of stainless and flatten it out nicely. And I want it real nice and flat and straight. And to do that, I'm using a nice ground bench block with a little bit of abrasive paper on the top, silicone carbide. For the tool to be effective, I need to only have one side that's dead flat. We're going to polish it after we sand it and grind it real flat. We'll just polish one side. The reverse side we'll attach Teflon to. You'll see. All right, that looks good with the 220, so I'll step it up to 320. Next, we'll go to some 400. All right, we're ready to take it to the buffing machine. If you've done a good job sanding up to 400 grit, the buffing should only take 5-10 minutes or so. But spend whatever time is necessary to get a nice polish on it. Inspect it in various lights so you can see if there's any scratches in the tool, and go back and buff it some more if needed. All right, so our next step is to put Teflon on the rough side of the tool. We're going to put a little coat of contact cement on the part and some contact cement on our Teflon. This is Teflon that's etched on one side. Set that up for about 5 minutes, come back, bond the two together, and then trim it to fit. Now I'll bond the two pieces together. A nice secure bond. And trim the excess with a nice sharp razor. now have a palm burnisher. One side is Teflon, one side is polished stainless steel.